to the midnight drive. You know? I think it's one of my favorite parts about driving at night is like people who don't follow road rules. Like, I know I've complained about drivers before, but like this is not really like complaining about bad driving. It's more along the lines of like, I see people will just pull up to a red light at 2 or 3 a.m., you know, and just keep driving right through it. I'll try and get a little montage going if I definitely catch it sometime. I'm totally down to just like do a little montage of people doing it with some little funny music. But yeah, no, I find it's really funny how like lack that people follow the road rules. Look at this, I guess they're spraying the sidewalk tonight. I didn't know this was a thing. They're back there still spraying. But yeah, a lot of nights I'll always see like even cop cars just pull up to intersections, and they'll be like too lazy to even turn on their sirens to drive through the intersection. They'll just drive right through it at a red light. I wonder why that is though. Is it like because no one's on the road, so like why bother following them? Or is it because they feel like they're not going to get caught because there's going to be like less likely police, I guess, that are driving on the road? I just looked to my right and there's a driver right there, and I stared him dead in the eyes while talking to this camera. Oh man, this felt awkward. I think he wants to race me. Oh no, he's behind me now. Oh yeah, because he has to avoid that bicycle driver up there. It's so weird though, seeing these streets so empty, you know? I don't know, I'm so used to seeing this street in particular really busy at night, but not right here, of course, but more up where the other bars are. I guess down here as well sometimes, you know, people walk all the way down here, but I guess it's a really dead night. Probably because COVID or something, I don't know. But yeah, drivers that don't follow the road rules, I wonder, like, what it is, like, what causes people to do it at night. Like, I still follow them at night because I'm like, I'm spooked into it, you know? I'm like, it's not that, I want to follow the rules and be a good citizen. It's that I'm more along the lines of afraid that, yo, if I go through this red light right now, maybe there's a cop around the corner that's just gonna pull me over because he's having a pretty fun time and he wants to make it even more fun, you know? Do a lot of paperwork. But yeah, I guess I am spooked into that. But, you know, we're all spooked into some things. I need Max, my boy Max, to come free me from these spooks. So, another thing though is I was reading about demonic possessions from the 1500's, and it's funny, there's this one kid that was like, they were explaining how he was foaming at the mouth and getting rashes and bashing his head on the ground, and they said this is because he was possessed by a demon, right? The only weird thing that I couldn't really find an explanation to is one of the descriptions said that he had lumps on him that were moving, kind of like the scarabs in The Mummy, you know, when they like go under the skin and they just go up and down. Oh, that gave me nightmares as a kid. But anyways, yeah, they explained that as one of his like ailments or illnesses, like one of the little symptoms. And another symptom was he had the strength of 6 men. And this is a kid, you know, like not even, I think he was like 12 years old. And I was like, huh, okay. And this is from like an old article from Cambridge University in the UK. So it's like, oh, okay. I wonder how like accurate this is, maybe. I don't know, they had a bunch of sources or whatever to this story. Probably where the actual real story was, but it's funny because the kid's brother claimed that he was possessed, and later on in the same article, it was talking about how usually possession, you know, even though 100 possessions happened between 1550 to 1700, hundreds, they're like, oh, it was still pretty rare, but at the same time, like, it was rare enough to be considered exciting, but common enough to be, like, considered, like, you know, oh yeah, he's just possessed, you know, it happens. But yeah, so I don't know. Anyways, this kid, his brother claimed that he was possessed, and then later on in the article, when it was talking about like how like the commonality of it, it was also saying how family members never say if a family member's possessed. You know, they always go to the doctor, and the doctor will say it, and they'll deny it to the doctor, like, no, that can't be. We pray to God in this household. There's no way he's possessed by a demon. But, you know, I guess exorcisms happened a lot back then. It's crazy. My girlfriend's grandma has actually, like, helped with exorcisms as well. So it's like, are they even that old? Because, like, that's not even 100 years ago. So, but that's also, I guess, she's from Europe, right? So it might be a European thing to have more exorcisms. I don't know. I find that spirituality is a lot more dead in the West. And, you know, that's cool, I guess. It's whatever. It's what people want, right? But, a lot of these demonic exorcism stories come from Europe. Or anywhere east of Europe. But yeah, it was a fun read, because me and my buddies were like, you know, he could just be, you know, on drugs. And I was like, well, what drugs? What drugs cause you to have the strength of 6 men and, like, have rashes? And then one of them was, like, bath salts. So maybe this 12-year-old kid was given bath salts by his brother, and his brother was like, yo, my brother's possessed. We need to get an exorcist in here right now. But another thing, though, is, like, saying that they're, like, foaming at the mouth and, like, you know, shaking and, like, you know, seizuring up. I would just say, like, yo, what if they just had epilepsy and they just claimed it was, like, it was a demon possession, and they're just, like, they're doing their exorcist. They have, like, these flashing candle lights going flickering on, like, and it's just causing the kid to freak out more. They're like, oh yeah, that's the demon leaving the body. Man, I find this stuff so interesting. I'm gonna read more on it, though. But yeah, I hope you all had a good weekend. That's what my weekend was. It was reading about demon possessions, exorcisms, and yeah, just getting off work. And also, I saw a cop run a red light, so that's where I came into the opening conversation. Anyways, if you like watching me drive, I don't know if you've been watching. I got a whole playlist, I guess, of it now. Watch the other videos, you know, give a subscribe, give a like. If you didn't like it, you know, if you think I'm a bad driver, tell me a comment as why, if you dare. Or just dislike the video, I guess, I don't know. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Whenever this light plans to turn green. This is brutal. Alright, I might drive right through on a red light. I might do it. I'll catch you around.
How much money I be making, I'ma burn them, I'ma murk them. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn them. Murder, it's a murder. Disrespect us, I'ma spark it, I'ma burn them. And I'll be searching, I'll be lurking, I'ma hurt them. And all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn them.